Hello, my name is Miro Maduda. I am a founder of the Ayurveda School and a co-founder of the Slovak Association of Ayurveda. November is a month in which we celebrate many significant feasts and events, and one of them is Ayurveda Day. Therefore, I would be glad to share with you some of my views on Ayurveda. Ayurveda is the oldest medicine in the world from which all other medical systems and schools origin. Its roots lay in the origin of the earth and the life on it. For centuries, people in the East believe that Ayurveda was gifted directly by the Almighty Brahma to humans as a guide to human life on earth. The well-known excavations found in India, the writings on Ayurveda, are 5,000 years old. So, people say that Ayurveda is 5,000 or 6,000 years old, but in fact it is much, much older. There are two basic concepts in our world, divine and human. The nature, the development of the fetus in the mother's womb, or natural habitats, where everything is perfect, where nothing needs to be changed, where everything works in natural harmony. These are examples of the divine concept. And besides, there is a human concept invented by man, which is subject to constant change, constant need for reparation, maintenance and correction. Ayurveda belongs to the divine concept. Since it has been known, since it has been a subject of research made by using the most modern medical methods, it is evident that there is no need to change anything in Ayurveda, because it is just perfect. Recently, Ayurveda has been spread from India to the rest of the world. The World Health Organization, in its meeting in 1988, drafted a resolution that Ayurveda is an original, traditional medical system, in that the governments worldwide should introduce it into their health systems in cooperation with the government of the Republic of India. Be that as it may, people are looking for Ayurveda on their own. The reason for that is that Ayurveda has excellent results in the treatment of chronic diseases and in health prevention. It offers a fantastic lifestyle, adequate to the uniqueness of every human being. It has fantastic therapeutic methods and outstanding diagnostic methods as well. Ayurveda compounds of 8 parts: pediatric, general medicine, throat medicine and ORL. These parts exist also in the modern medicine. Ayurveda is a university subject in India, but in some countries of the European Union as well. In some countries, Ayurveda is lectured, in some others, the Ayurvedic treatments are even covered by the national systems of health insurance. That is a prerequisite for its further spreading in the world. People seek Ayurveda as they are returning to their existential roots, seeking more and more closeness to the nature. All modern spiritual systems insist that human beings return to their roots, and similarly, people who seek the answers of how to stay healthy at all levels return to the divine knowledge of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is now lectured at Indian universities, but it is also taught in Europe and, thanks to the amount of literature already available on our market, it is very easy to present Ayurveda to the wide public. Ayurveda is very popular because it emphasizes such beautiful things as oil therapy and healthy food suitable for every human being according to its individual features. According to the scholars, food and manual touch of the massage are among the so-called loving exchanges. Ayurveda is very attractive not only because it is very agreeable, but also because it is very understandable. We, its follower, do not need any device as to diagnose ourselves or others. Ayurveda was invented and given to the mankind long before the microscope and the binocular were invented, long before a metric system or a watch was constructed. So, it is an old, traditional and wonderful teaching. We use special producers in diagnostics, the most well-known of which are pulse, tongue, eyes, appearance or conversation diagnostics. The therapist can find out the exact cause of the disease through his senses. In addition, Ayurveda is holistic medicine. It examines not only the symptoms of the disease at physical level, but also the deepest causes of the illness at the level of physical body, energy body, mental emotional body, and e.g. even at the level of our destiny body. It is worth saying that Ayurveda cooperates with other scientific disciplines as scientific astrology, Jyotish. It examines the effects of space on human health. Vastu Shastra can suggest specific and individualized rules for lifestyle not only through nutrition patterns and physical activities, but also through a specific arrangement of space in which a human being lives, suggesting perfect configuration of the environment according to the divine principles created for human living on earth. As I said, Ayurveda, similar to yoga, contains 8 parts. It is the native sister of yoga because it works at the level of physical body, but also with the meridians, chakras, and with special points called Marman points. Ayurveda has promising future. At present, people develop resistance to many medicaments produced by traditional pharmacy, don't even mention their side effects. Therefore, more and more people are looking for alternative natural remedies. When scientists extracted an active substance from herbs or produce a synthetic equivalent to it in the form of a synthetic medicament, the healing effect is never the same as when this active substance is taken in its natural form, because exactly the integrity of all other components, a natural part of which it is substance, guarantees the complex healing effect. One of the key questions in medicine refers to the knowledge of how to transport the active substance through the cell membrane into the cell and thus to assure its wholesome effect there. Ayurveda has solved this question. It uses wonderful means that transport the active substance into the cell, such as honey, or released, filtered, ghee butter, all that makes the treatment very pleasant. Ayurveda is acknowledged and even promoted by many celebrities who travel to Ayurvedic centers in India or Sri Lanka when they have health problems or want to lose weight. But such centers are already being established in Europe and in Slovakia as well. More and more popularity acquires the so-called Panchakarma technique. It comes to the most effective detoxification technique of Ayurveda, with very profound effects on all 7 tissues of the human body. At present, the Panchakarma technique can be performed also in Europe. Reaching a certain degree of knowledge, people can perform this detoxification technique even on their own. Concluding, I would like to say that Ayurveda is a divine teaching for all of us. It is a guide how to use our human body, how to treat and heal it with full alignment with the divine principles, according to the perfection contained in the divine creation. We have a tool now how to heal ourselves through Ayurveda, using such pleasant activities as cooking, for example. Treatments through diet is called ahara chikitsa, food as a medicine, in the true sense of the word. Of course, Ayurveda uses a large spectrum of wholesome techniques. Very popular are the rejuvenation techniques that many people look for. They reside in very strong detoxification of the human body and in certain secrets in all practices of rejuvenating the physical body. Ayurveda has very well developed toxicology related to detoxification, support of sexual strength and preparation for birth. The birth rate in Europe has been decreasing more and more. Men have problems with oligospermia, women have problems with getting pregnant and bear the full term. Ayurveda solves these problems using such a deep and large package of knowledge that it can take your breath away. Ayurveda is based on those domains of science which are most closely related to what people need. Ayurveda contains, for example, writings about how the husband can recognize the reasons for his wife's bad mood, whether it is caused by the fact that he has neglected some of his duties, or just by the fact that she needs some tenderness and caress. The sciences on which Ayurveda is based solve everything we really need to know in life. On the occasion of Ayurveda Day, I would like to invite you to the Internet Library as to see what Ayurveda really offers. If you haven't met Ayurveda yet, you definitely should undertake some steps in order to get in contact with it. For example, through a very tasty Ayurvedic winter dishes, and then with some spring dishes which will detox and revitalize effectively your body. Therefore, I cordially invite you to this world of new knowledge, and more precisely said, the world of all and perfect knowledge rediscovered in our present time.